Don't nobody listen to the truth, please don't pull the strap if you don't shoot, we just want the cash in the loop, Gold grills, put some diamonds in my tooth, Shorty cute, let her blow me like a flute, Shorty said a change, I just said that's nothing new, Shorty wanna change, I just tell her get in tune, had her dressed up, cosplay, Sailor Moon, get you wet, Lagoon, she think I'm cheating, don't assume, when she let me.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Spinner Podcast. Welcome back to the Spinner Podcast. I got Turbeazy here. We're chilling right now. We're having a great talk, and we can't wait to talk to you guys. But before we get into that, I got a couple things to say. Check out my last podcast with your whole gang, whole squad mate, Just the Loyal. Behind the camera, I got Huey Gets Lost. I got fucking Alex P. Guess what? I got Willie. I got fucking John is back there. John, you need to get a fucking Instagram. Oh, that's everybody. But you know, John, I could shout you out, man, if you had an Instagram. Anyways, whatever. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram, SKBENITG, for any podcast concerns or questions or feedback. Fuck American Airlines. Check out Cobra Collective and check out Spinner Tracks. Everything will be down below. Now, introducing my guest, Turbeazy. He's coming off the Temporary Wave EP. He's coming off a collab tape, I'm Dead on the West Side. That's with Mullah Mandam and Just Loyal.
Facts.
Single The Wave that has a video out right now that's fire as fuck. He was in my 50 favorite Long Island rappers video, and he's got a Sick Drip video that could be coming out soon. So
that is a fact.
So how you doing, my mans?
I am doing outstanding. How you doing?
Doing well. You got on his hat right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it says "Game On, Life is Good."
Yeah.
So life is good for you right now. How's life been treating you? I saw you a month ago. How's it been so far?
Life is good, man. I just been busy. Like I do a lot of performing. Shout out to BMI and my bro MMB Valley. I just performed there with SOBs.
Okay.
At SOBs. Shout out to my bro Bossy Jackson. I did a show with him for Sprite, collab with Hot New Hip Hop. So like I just been outside working. I'm about to do another show with DJ All Star for his birthday. So like I'm just everywhere right now. Just
that's good, man.
outside.
You're making the connections, bro. That's important, man.
That's a fact.
Yo, shout out to Obasi, man. Obasi, I see what he's been doing. I didn't really know what he was about when he came here. I only met him the day before, but goddamn, like you're a good dude, man. Like. You're a good guy, and you got some good shit going on for you. So keep doing those showcases, because those are great. Anyways, tell me about you're from Queens.
Yeah.
How was Queens?
Queens was dope. It was, I don't know, man. It was just a lot. I mean, I like Queens. It's different. I don't really know. Like, it's just a regular town.
I've only been there, I think 3 times. So I had a retard moment, guys. Like, wow, not now, but I used to think that Queens was at the top of up on top of Long Island. I thought Brooklyn was here. Long Island's here. I thought Brooklyn was here, and I thought Queens was here. This is my Maryland ass talking. So, but then I learned that Queens is here and Long Island is here. Nothing's above Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island's kind of like at the end, and it's like Long Island to Queens to the city. Then it was like on top of Queens. It's like, I think the Bronx, and on the bottom of Queens is Brooklyn. Like it's weird. Like in certain places, like you could go through Queens, you'll be in Brooklyn on one side, go through Queens and still be in Brooklyn. Yeah. Like it's just weird. Some people say Queens is in Long Island, but it's the same landmass. I really don't know. Like you know, it's weird. So
what's different between Queens? So you moved at Long Island when you were 17, right?
Facts.
17. So what's different between Queens and Long Island? Like, which one do you prefer to live in? If you were right now, if you could pick a house and put it somewhere where you can put it.
I mean, honestly, I like Long Island. It's peaceful. Like, I guess the best thing I like about Long Island is that, like, when I go to sleep, like, when it's nighttime, it's nighttime. Like, feel me? Like, if I want to be disturbed, I gotta go out my way to put myself in, like, in a certain environment for the most part. Like in Queens, like it's nonstop, you know, living in the projects. She's over here some outside. Like it's just like you can't sleep. You always see the cars. You feel me? Hear planes, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear trains, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not really like that.
It's noisy, right?
Yeah, Long Island, like you get a like a sense of peace, you know, peace of mind. So like I do appreciate that out here.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you get older. Like
that's a fact.
Like it's just so how was school in Queens? Was it cool? What was it?
Honestly, I didn't like it. I mean, it was fun, I guess, but I don't know. I just felt like it was different. Like when I was younger, like it was just wild rowdy. It was wild crazy when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just wild crazy.
Did you go to school with a lot of people?
Yeah, I went to school at Andrew Jackson. You feel me? And like that school, like was right around the block from a crip house. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So,
damn.
Yeah, so it would just be wild crazy all the time. Like in my first school, like they got the metal detectors. You couldn't bring no phone to school. Like,
really? Not even if you couldn't.
You couldn't have a cell phone when you went to school.
Okay.
Like if you had a phone, they take it. You had to get it signed by a parent. There had to be a real reason why you had it. You know what I'm saying? It was just wild. It was just wild, crazy. I'm not going front like that. Was just like crazy. It was just wild. A lot of shit going on. Like
yeah, jeez.
Like,
God,
crazy.
Was the school? You don't have to go into depth on this, but was the school like in the middle? Like, would it get caught in the middle of a lot of things?
Yeah. And it's funny because at first like the school was called Campus Magnet because the school got closed down. So like it was called Andrew Jackson and they closed the school down. So when I applied for the school when I was in 8th grade, like it said Campus Magnet School of Math and Science. So I thought I was going to some like real high-tech school. I told my parents, oh yeah, math and science, go there. You know what I'm saying? My pops was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That sounds dope. Then we my first day of school, he dropped me off. He seen it was Andrew Jackson. He was like, oh shit, like, damn, like.
He didn't do nothing about it, but.
Yeah, there was nothing to do. I was already registered. Like I was in the school. Actually, now my mom, she thought it wasn't safe. Feel me? So like I actually transferred.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. So like after my first year there, I transferred to Forest Hills High School. And I was there for a year. And that's where I was at. And that was dope. Like, but that was around the time like music changed, I guess. So that was around the time New Boys came out when the whole jerking movement. So like, yeah. So like, I guess that whole style of music kind of diluted a lot of like the aggression and shit that was going around in like Queens at the moment. And like I guess even in music, if you really think about where music was going like before that, and how it was, and like once dancing kind of got involved, and got more like into that, like people was kind of more like cool. Like I feel like now like people aren't as aggressive as it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Okay. So going to music when at that time was that what were you listening to as like a younger kid, and what were you listening to? Like take me through your timeline pretty much. As like a young kid, what were you doing?
I have like a crazy timeline. Okay, so like I didn't listen to rap for a while. Like my dad did music and he rapped.
Okay.
But like outside of like seeing him do music, I really didn't hear rap music.
Okay.
Like my first favorite song like that I can remember was Bye 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 by NSYNC.
No fucking way.
Yeah, like
I had a Walkman with that song on it because my mom made this CD and she would have, and I would listen to. That was one of them.
Yeah, Just Got Paid Friday Night. That did a remix.
Yeah, like I don't remember what else was. Fuck, I wish I still had that CD. I had a bunch of those like late '90s pop hits on there. So that's what you were into, like the radio, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah, like radio stuff. Like I knew all that. Like only music I knew was on TV. So whatever like was on MTV at the time, or whatever was like the pop stuff. Like I knew all that. Like for a majority, like up until like almost like 3rd grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just straight up like whatever was given to you. That was it. Wait, so shit. So you were listening to like if like fucking Limp Bizkit came on the radio. That's how it would be.
I didn't listen to the radio. It was just on TV.
Oh, the music video. So if a music video Limp Bizkit came up, that would be like that was song of the night for you.
I knew that stuff, and I knew Mary J. Blige and like all the stuff my mom would play.
Okay, so she was an R&B.
Yeah, like Mary J. Blige is my mom's favorite artist. So like I listened to that. I knew the whole Usher Confessions. Like I know the whole album. I know the whole album. Like I can sing all the songs. Like if it comes on, I used to be singing that shit. Like I knew what he was talking about. I ain't know shit, but I felt that shit.
So that's like a special connection. You have like those guilty pleasures. So like Usher is like a guilty pleasure for you.
I guess. I mean, I like because I like all music. I don't have like, I'm not scared of that. Like even as an artist now, I want to be on all types of records. You know what I'm saying? I want to show like, feel me? Like if I could be on a song with like Lil Nas X and do some country shit, like I'm all for it. Like I'm all with any type of vibe. You feel me?
Right.
Facts.
Okay. So then when you said it transitioned to hip hop, what were the few artists that got you into that?
Bow Wow. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I heard the radio, so that's what happened. Like, I heard my mom turned on the radio for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I listened to 105.1
Okay.
was like around like 3rd or 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started listening to the radio.
Okay.
And this was like Little Bow Wow, you know what I'm saying? Romeo, feel me? Like, this was all that, B2K, Omarion, that whole genre of music. And I was growing with that. And then I just started downloading music one day. Yeah,
you just went on the computer and just got on?
Yeah, like one day, I got an MP3 or something and found about LimeWire. Then I started downloading music. Then I was listening to random music. And then, like, 9th grade, ninth or 8th grade, the first SXL freshman list came out.
That was it the 07 one or the 2009 one?
I think it's on whatever. It's Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth, Kid Cudi.
Okay, so like that was
Mickey
the 09
Fax.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
so this comes out, and I start going on YouTube, and this is like the first, and I just start looking shit up, and and it's the first time I ever got like lost in music. You know what I'm saying? Like rap music. So like. I'm literally 09, so this is like 08 then. So yeah, I'm like I'm only like 14. So like this is 14, 15 is my first time listening to underground music, listening to like experimental, listening to a whole type, because you know how Kid Cudi was at the time.
He was at the top of his game.
And a lot of people don't know about Charles Hamilton too. Like Charles Hamilton was so like, he was weird. He was wearing pink. He used to call himself like Sonic. Like I was really, Asher Roth was like,
he was,
you know what I'm saying? Like
and
it was just a so different world of music. And I just got caught in it.
Yeah.
And that was like the moment like I fell in love with like rap. Like was like that freshman year. So like 09 or 08. Like,
No, I remember because this was a little bit after. It was probably like 2000. It was probably like 2010. I was on the bus and this kid, he had an iPod. He was like, I'd never heard of this Asher Roth before or whatever. But people forget how big of a fucking star he was at that time. Like, he was like, nobody credits him to like one of the guys who was like kind of pioneering like internet rap.
Facts.
But he definitely, he doesn't make, I don't even know if he makes music anymore.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's not as consistent, but I feel like because there's so many artists now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just easy to get like pushed to like. But you know, but he's still out here. He's still doing this thing. I
mean, the cool thing with him was like, if he was one of them guys, like you look at him and it's like, okay, if this guy can do it, like anybody can do it. And with the internet, like that gave like the platform to that. So.
Shout out to Soulja Boy. He started that.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like again, another part. People don't give him the credit he deserves.
Nah, Soulja Boy's the GOAT.
He's like, you have like those few artists like him, Keith. I'd say Thug is in there too. Like where they start something and you might look at it for the first time, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But then. It inspires a whole movement. Like there's a grander, Young Lean's another one in that. Like those guys, like they don't get all the credit they deserve. I think none of them, but they're legends in their own way because they started something big. Even though they pretty much took the shit when it came out, but then a lot of people paved the way. So when did you when you moved to Long Island? What were you on then?
That's when I started rapping.
That's when you started making music. Okay.
Yeah, I started trying to rap. Like in Queens, like literally like the summer before I literally just started. I got videos I can't take down on YouTube. Like it's so embarrassing. It's funny.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. I didn't know I was trying to spell Turbeazy all wrong. Like it was like I just didn't get it. But I started trying to write and freestyle. Like I used to rap when people used to be on the table. That's kind of what happened in Long Island.
Okay.
So I would just rap on the tables like, and people just fucked with it. They thought it was lit. And like one day it was like, yo, you should like record. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. So yo, ask my mans. And I hit up this dude named Matt. You know, his name was 1041. And he was like, oh yeah, pull up. And I came over. I recorded my first song with him on it. And then like we dropped it. Everybody was like, yo, this shit is fire. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
Shit.
That was a good time. Like that's a good time. What year was it? Like 2012 or
2012.
Okay, that's a good time because that was like when it wasn't oversaturated. Like,
Facts.
Was there not many guys that were really rapping out here at that time?
Nah, not really. I mean, I knew there was a group called the Wave Gang. They was from Hempstead and 100 Block. They was from Hempstead. And there was like a couple. It was maybe like one or two dudes in my high school that were rapping. But it wasn't like everybody was rapping at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when it was like, oh shit, Turb is rapping, everybody was just like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like in a rap group at the time. Like
Okay.
I was like in a rap group. It was like me and these other kids. We was called EBI, and yeah. It was cool in school. We had it was a whole rap beef. It was wild. I'm not gonna front. Like, it was a wild experience. That whole era of high school. Yeah.
So that was your last year of high school, and did it go to past high school, or did it? Because I mean, you joined the army.
Yeah.
So when did you join the army?
Right after high school.
Right after high school. So you stopped rapping, or you were not in that group anymore? Like, you just lost contact with them? Like,
yeah, it was tough. Like, being in rap groups is tough. So, I guess for me personally, I felt like I was kind of like the glue. So like, yeah, I wanted, pretty much the thing was I didn't have enough money to invest in my music, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I didn't have a studio, I didn't have anything. We was recording like off like Mixcraft or something at the time. So no Pro Tools, no real nice mic, none of this.
Yeah.
So it was like, like I need bread.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to owe nobody nothing. I want to get it. So as I was telling him I was gonna leave, when I joined the army, I was still coming back and forth. I came back through basic training. I came back before I first went to Korea and everything. But whenever I was gone, it was like the energy was different, you know.
It wasn't there?
Yeah, whenever I come back, everybody would be around, but like when I wasn't, it was weird.
Yeah.
I was still trying to do music. I remember after basic training, like my mom bought me my first Mac laptop, my first laptop ever. I still use it. I have that. I bought Pro Tools. I started recording out of shoebox. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was laughing at me, but I was like, yo, like, I'm really about this music shit. Like,
you're taking the steps that you need to take. Yeah.
Facts. So I was still like on it. I did like a feature or two with my bros. Like, a couple of them would shout me. I was like, oh yeah, when you get home, we got it. Like, we want to make sure we get lit, so you don't have to stay there. Like,
okay.
But like, you know.
So why did you decide to join the army? Like, why and how long was it something you always knew that was gonna happen, or did you kind of just go with it at a certain point?
Well, I was bad. I wasn't say I was bad, but I didn't have good grades in high school. Like, I wasn't dumb, but like I just felt like school was stupid. I thought high school was stupid. I don't think like school is bad, you know what I'm saying? But like
the way we were being taught, maybe.
The way he was being taught, certain stuff that we was learning, I really felt was irrelevant.
Yep.
Or like it just, like it was just like dumb. Like, or if I got it, like I know math. Like I'm not about to sit here like some of the shit. Like what are we talking about?
Right.
So when it came down to college, like at one point I was just happy I was graduating, and then like nobody was really helping me get into college, and my mind wasn't really on college.
Okay.
And I just didn't want to owe nobody bread. I feel like I had nothing to do. Like there was nothing going on right now.
Yeah.
I feel like my back was kind of against the wall. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna just go to the army, like get college for free. Feel me? Like get my bread up. You know what I'm saying? And just do my music shit.
Gotcha. Okay, so what was the reaction? What was your reaction with your parents when you told them I'm doing the army? Were they supportive of that, or
they tried to put it on me to scare me. But like when they did that, like I don't like jokes, and that wasn't like funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
That they try to scare you with the army.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't tell me they were trying to scare me. Like they were trying to like prove a point or something.
Yeah.
But like I was like, yo, bro, like nobody's telling me in college I'm not about to do nothing to like. I don't want to owe nobody hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
For me, I could go to school for free. And I could get bread, and I don't have to be home. I don't have to listen to nobody. I could do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was like, yo, I'm with that. I could travel the world. I could see some shit. I was like, yo, this don't sound too bad. So I was out. I was like, fuck it.
You said, where was your basic training at?
Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Shit. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so shit. Okay, so you get out of the South Carolina, and then you get the basic training.
Shit's crazy.
How long? It was like how long was your basic training?
I want to say 12 weeks.
12 weeks. Shit. Yeah, because I saw on YouTube they put. I don't know if you saw it, but it was they had like a documentary. I think it was like a 6-episode documentary on the Navy's basic. No, was it Navy or Coast Guard? No, I think it was Navy. It was Navy, and it was just crazy. Like when they brought everybody in, and they just started yelling at them right away. Like literally when they got off the bus, like shit wasn't the same. Was that the case for you? Like
it was crazy. So like I didn't have a lot of facial hair when I was. When I was like 18, but like they made me shave anyway. I remember the first day I got there, had to shave. I cut myself. I was tight. Then we get on this bus, and like you don't sleep. I remember like they cut off all our hairs. We gotta go in a barber shop. It's just a razor clipped to a vacuum, and like they don't no hairline or nothing. They just
right?
But everybody just going in there, coming out looking depressed as shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. and shit.
Damn.
We come off the plane, like everything is like back to back to back to back to back, and then you sleep for like an hour. You eat, then we go on the bus. We holding our shit. And then like we gotta run off. They tell everybody to run off the bus. Holy, they come to people's faces, and he's like, one dude, they ripped off his name tag. Oh yeah, I like you. You gonna be mine, like. Yeah, it was violent.
Shit, so that guy was like, the whole time was just fucked.
Yeah, he was on his ass.
Damn.
For like the whole 12 weeks.
Shit.
And it felt surreal to me. Like, I try not to laugh a little bit because to me, like.
Shit was kind of funny sometimes.
Yeah, you know what it is? Like, when shit gets too crazy to me, sometimes shit starts to feel like a movie. And I just be like, yo, this shit is really happening.
Yeah.
Like, not that I thought it was like a joke. I was like, yo, like, this is like a movie. Like, these dudes just running around yelling at people. Like, about what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, what are you mad at? Like, just really yelling. Like, yo, what are you doing? You're just in a game. Hey, you maggot.
They're just yelling just to yell.
Yeah, but like, people get scared and shit. I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? Like, like, this shit is funny to me. I'm like, but they was really like that. Really
wow. Just, okay. So when you got out of basic training, I bet you were much like your shape. I bet you went to like your best shape of your life at that point.
I was a monster. After basic training, not so really. I was okay. That was more like getting into the shit, like forcing yourself. Like by the end of that, you had to at least be decent.
Your mindset was there. Like you just.
I was running.
Yeah.
Feel me? I was shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How was shooting? Did you like it?
I was nice. I was an expert.
Okay.
Yeah, I qualified with German weapons as well.
Okay.
I shot a German rifle, German handgun.
Okay.
Yeah, I shot all that shit.
Shit. Yeah. Damn. Okay, so then after basic training, you came back here for a little bit, and then you.
Nah, what happened? I left in I graduated in May. I left October 23rd.
So you were here for like a little bit in the summer.
So at that point, I was recording on mad music. I had like these little mixtapes before I shot. I had mad old shit. And I left October, and I came back for Christmas block leave.
Okay. How long is your Christmas?
They let us go back home for 2 weeks.
Okay, that's nice. It's usually
But like we didn't even have enough days because these are like, imagine having a job and you just get your job and you take 2 weeks off of vacation that you don't have.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you got to earn your days, you know what I'm saying? So like every month you get like 2 days and a half.
Okay.
But I was only in the Army for a month and a half.
Right.
And then they took away 2 weeks, like 20 days. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So I was already in the hole, negative.
So you knew that, okay, so you went back for 2 weeks, and then you knew that you weren't going to be back for a long time because...
Yeah. After that, I couldn't go nowhere. Because I couldn't go on vacation.
Because you were in debt.
Yeah.
Wow.
So after I came back, I went through my basic training, my advanced training, which is my job training.
Okay.
And then I right after that, I got shipped to my unit.
Okay.
In my unit, I did a tour. So like how your bro went to Japan.
Yeah.
I went to Korea. I went to Korea for a year straight.
Shit.
So I didn't see my family for that whole time period. It was almost like a year and like 7 months. I didn't until I came back from Korea. Is when I went home. I went home for like a week and a half, and then I went to Texas.
What the fuck? Dude, that's crazy, dude. Shit. Okay, so you went to... So when you heard that you were going to Korea, what was your first reaction? Because that's not, I don't think, okay, because I've heard people, I've heard this guy was in Djibouti, in like the middle of Africa, in the desert. It's a country. He was in there, and like it looked just hot as shit.
Right.
You know, you're going to Korea. Now, I think there's more tensions maybe in South Korea than in Djibouti, because you always got like think of the threat of North Korea, but you always, you know, you're protected or whatever, or you're protecting them, I should say. You're protecting them. So how was your reaction when you heard you were going to Korea instead of going to like one of these? You know, you could be going to the desert, for God's sake. You could be going to Afghanistan or something like that.
Well,
too.
I knew. Well, if I was going to those places, I would have to be deployed.
Okay.
But like, so when you're in the tour, like your unit is actually in Korea.
Okay.
So it was different. I wanted to go to Fort Bragg in North Carolina.
Okay.
Because that was closer to home.
Right.
So I was kind of like, damn, fuck, going to Korea. But then most of my bros and my class were going to Korea.
Okay.
So when I got there,
it
was a lot of us. So like, we all went out together while we was in processing. Yeah. So it was, when I got there, I was like, yo, this is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was just crazy. Like, I was like, wow, I'm really in another, like,
what
country.
was like you touch down? Well, no, I shouldn't say touch down. You get there and you go to maybe like the city for the first time. Have you been out of the country at this point?
No, this is my first time leaving the country.
And you go in there, Korea of all places, and you look up, and what city was, did you remember what city was your first city you went to?
Damn,
Was it one of the bigger cities, or was it like
I know where I was. I was in Suwon. Like, that's where I lived for the most part.
Okay. So you get to downtown Suwon or whatever, and you look around, and like, what is your... You were in Queens, Long Island, and then you go to an Asian city. How is like your... What do you think?
I mean, it looked like Chinatown. It looked like Koreatown, but like... Like, 100%. Like, it was like more modernized. Like, it wasn't like, oh, like this little place. It was like it's everywhere. And then they got their train. Their trains, like their transportation, like their metro system is low key like, it's pretty dope.
It's incredible. It's fast, right?
Yeah.
You get to the place quick. Damn. So okay, and you can get is it one of those where you can get to anywhere in the country through that metro system?
Oh yeah, the bullet train. Yeah, like they got like a train where like it goes to all the major cities. Because it's pretty. Korea's like not that big.
Not too big. Yeah.
So like they can do that.
Right. When did you go to Seoul ever?
Yeah.
How was Seoul?
So
I've heard some incredible
things.
Things.
What's that place? Gangnam Style. I went to Gangnam. I went all that.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in the elevator where he did the?
Nah.
No.
There's a thing outside. I took a picture. Yeah. There's like they had like a little, like a big like I don't know what it was, like a thing.
Yeah.
Of him. Outside.
He had a shrine?
Yeah, like a shrine. It was like a shrine.
Shrine aside.
But it wasn't like
we're doing
like
the dance or no?
nothing. Yeah, he's like this. And like you could like stand on it, you know, and like take a picture with him and stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay, so in Korea, so you were there a year and what did you learn? Like, what was the thing you took out the most of like being in a whole nother culture?
Like, people love you. Like, America's the shit. I'm not going to front. It's just crazy. Like, every country I've been to, like, people speak English. And like, my friend said how it's so arrogant of how Americans can go to different countries and expect people to always speak English.
Right, yeah.
But it's funny because it's true. You know
because they do.
They do. You know what I'm saying? It's like they always try to learn from you. And, like it's like it's just dope. Like I really mess with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So of your group, where was everybody from? And would you have people in your little group that went out together? Were you guys from all over the place in the country, like all different backgrounds and all that?
Yeah. I knew dudes that. Like in basic training, there was dudes I never met a black person before.
Really? They're from like the deep south or like the Midwest or?
Yeah, I don't know where he was from. He was like from maybe Idaho or something. But it'd be funny, like people from Chicago. Like a lot of my friends, like my mom's side of the family is from North Carolina. A lot of my friends were from South Carolina, like a lot of southern places.
Okay.
And it was weird. It was funny because when I was coming home, people used to say I sounded country. Like they used to say like. You don't like. It's hard to believe like you're from New York for real. You have an accent. I'm like I was like nah, I'm from New York. He's like nah, bro. Like you went down there and your accent changed, bro. Like you sound different. You sound country. I'm like, damn. It's just because I've been around saw these country people, and it was like a big effect on me because I was still like 18, so like I'm still taking in information
with the
yeah. So like everybody that's yelling at me, all these sergeants, all my friends, everybody's like from usually a country background, or like, and I feel like outside of like out of California, a lot of places sound country. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like even upstate New York, the DMV, like a lot of accents have like a twang to it that New York and California doesn't have. You know what I'm saying?
I agree that because back in Maryland, for sure, especially you go down like if you go to like the DMV area, you go to like Montgomery County, like and PG County, like those they still have accents. Like those people, it's not like fucking Alabama, but there's definitely like an accent. People say it's weird. People say I sound Southern here, a little bit Southern, and then when I go back, they're like, "What the fuck did New York do to you?" Yeah. Because like some words, New Yorkers like put words together. It's weird. I can't really explain it. And then it catches up to you. I remember one time I called someone boss back home. And they looked at me like, what the fuck? Like, I remember the first time I got called boss here. It was at the halal truck just over there. I was getting there. He's like, yo, what's up, boss?
Halal on wheels?
The halal on wheels, right? Right on.
Halal on wheels.
Yeah, halal on wheels. I was out there because I was like, fuck, man, I don't want to eat cafeteria food. I got $5 to fucking spare. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to. So he goes, this guy. He goes and he's like, yo, what's up, boss? I'm like, what the I'm not a boss. I'm a fucking like this random kid or whatever. And then people started saying it like more and more and more. I used to get really bored my freshman year, so I used to go to Roosevelt. I work there now, but I used to go to Roosevelt Field like every single weekend just to fucking get out of my dorm. And everyone would call me boss up there. I'm like, what the fuck you calling me boss for? Like, do I look like a boss to you? No. And then I get to start working at Chuck E. Cheese with these guys in Hempstead, and they're calling me boss. Everyone's calling me boss up there. It's crazy. Boss. Yeah, it's like, you. And then even still to this day, like I still get like taken aback when somebody calls me that because they do it all the time.
Right.
You know, it's usually older people, like maybe not that old though. Maybe like people in their 30s. Like that's when they start like calling you boss. Anyways, that was a little off topic. Okay, so then you go to Texas.
Right.
I'm guessing it's a typical. Where did Texas go? Like, in how many different places did you get? Did you tour?
I was in Fort Jackson, and I did my job training in Fort Sill. That was in Lawton, Oklahoma. Okay. And then I went to Korea. And then I went to Fort Bliss for like 6 months, and then I deployed to Turkey. Then I came back to Texas, and then I was leaving Army. I was out processing.
Wow. Okay, so you went from Korea to Texas.
Yeah.
So you were in Korea. I'm guessing it was the place in Korea a little bit more rural too, like that you were in.
A little, but it was so close to Seoul, like it didn't matter.
Okay.
Like, honestly, like Korea ruined a lot of things for me.
Really?
Yeah, it ruined partying. Like I never really partied until, mind you, I never been in college. I never really did anything. So like, this is my college life. This is my.
Was going to fucking Korea.
Yeah.
Would you go to bars with the locals, or would you be going to the bars with like? Was there a bunch of like international kids out there?
I mean, there were both.
Okay.
I mean, but because in Korea the legal age to drink is 18.
Okay. Right.
But on an army base I couldn't drink. I couldn't drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's over. I don't want to incriminate myself, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I was out there while doing my thing. So yeah, like I'll go to parties. The clubs don't end till like 6 a.m. Like it was shit. I didn't know that wasn't happening here because I didn't go to parties here yet.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? So my first introduction to parties and liquor is cheap. Things cheap. I'm paying $15, getting all I can drink for an hour. Like I'm wilding. Like
damn.
I'm really out here. Like ladies, Korean girls. Like I'm with it. They thinking I'm a basketball player.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
Like it was really crazy. Like like all that I learned coming up in high school of how to talk to females was irrelevant in Korea.
No, because there was a language barrier for one, but just even like the culture, like the way that Americans like interact with like each other compared to Koreans.
But it was easy though.
It was easier though. Okay.
I couldn't believe it. It was to the point like when I came back here.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know how to talk to females.
Really?
Yeah, I used to.
What do you used to? When were they coming to you at this time?
I mean, I was just like literally like and these are people teaching me how to do this. Like this is my older bros teaching me how to do this. I would walk around and just look. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm walking around the club, checking the girls out, see, because like I felt like it was almost like everybody was on that type of time. Like all the soldiers, all the Americans that was in the spot was looking to leave with a Korean girl type. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like if you see one with them, they're not gonna try to let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, so you look around and see which one's locking eyes with you, who's feeling you. You pull up on her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dance. Ask her what she doing. She ain't doing nothing. Ask her to pull up with you to the hotel, and it was that. It was just like that.
That quick?
That quick.
That's great. Because I was watching some shit today.
That was it. Like, get to know you. Know what like. What do you do?
Yeah.
No. Like how many friends you have.
Right.
Just that, and you're
okay.
Good.
How was it mostly only Korean? Was there Korean males in there, or was it just Korean females that were in there who were looking for like Western guys?
I know it was Korean girls. There was Korean dudes. There was like it was Chinese girls. I like from Thai, like Taiwanese. It was different. You know what I'm saying, but it felt like it was like that, but it wasn't. It was just like a hip hop club.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow, okay.
So like, it'll be different clubs, but like in the hip hop club, it would just always seem like that because that's where we would go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that would be the type of Koreans that were into the urban lifestyle.
Yeah.
Into that type of dance, into that type of vibe, into that type of people.
Wow,
so it just kind of happened like that, you know? Because some of those girls like black guys. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like Americans. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or want something different.
That's what I think, like, as a tourist out there, because especially in a place like Korea, where if you look at, like, if you go in a room, if you go to school there, if you're a Korean kid, how many non-Koreans are you going to school with? There was this whole thing, actually, I was watching, because I think that it was this American family, and they were living in Korea, and there was these two kids, these two blonde kids, and they were, like, the only two non-Koreans in there, or non-Asians in there, and they would get swarmed by girls. Like these one boy was I think 13, the other one was like 9 years old, and he's like, the 9-year-old is like, he said like girls have cooties like stage. So he's like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Like I'm behind the bathroom. But they were like, because they're westernized, that they would. Yeah. So you had that type of experience out there.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. So you get back to Texas, did it pretty much just like be like, fuck man, this is America now, or?
Nah, I ended up having a girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, it was so funny. I met her. As soon as I got off the plane, I was in processing, and I went to my like temporary room, and I already knew one of the bros that hooked me up when I was in Korea that was holding it down. Yeah. One of my big bros. He was like, "Oh yeah, we going out tonight. You should pull up." I was like, "I just got back." He said, "So what does that mean?" I was like, "You're right." So, but all right, cool. It's gonna be like Korea. It wasn't. But I met this girl, and and it was so funny, like. She dubbed me. I tried to dance with her. Yeah. She was staring at me. I tried to dance with her. She was like, no. I'm like, wow, that's whack. Like, damn. I mean, I wait up all this courage to try to dance with you. You gonna dub me? I'm like, wow. Now later, in the club, she looks at me and she like does the finger. That's corny. It was so corny. It was like a television. She was like, yo, come here. Feel me? And I pulled up, of course, with that. And I was like, Then we actually started dancing. And then I bagged it. And then like, like a month and a half later, like that was my girlfriend, and that was like my girl, like pretty much for like the next 2.5, 3 years. 2.5, 3 years. Geez, so after you left, so you weren't in Texas for 2.5, 3 years, right? No. You were like 6 months, right? Yeah. You said? No, yeah, I was 6 months, and then I left to Turkey for a year and came back. And I finished, so it was like 2 years.
Did she go out to Turkey too, or was she?
No, she wasn't in the army.
Oh,
she was from New Mexico, Las Cruces, something like that.
So why was she in Texas?
It was in El Paso. So El Paso in New Mexico was kind of like right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so West Texas.
It's like Jersey in New York. You know
okay, I see what you mean.
It's like coming to the city, like.
Damn, that's crazy. So, all right, so Turkey. This is crazy because, as you guys know, my dad is from Turkey, like born and raised in Turkey. So I'm half Turkish. I could have had my. That's crazy. You know probably more Turkish words than I do. I do know what that is. Yo, it's crazy when his dad comes. My grandparents still live over there. They live in Antalya. So when they come over, and my dad is screaming that, I'm like, "What the fuck you saying?" But then he's like screaming at his dad, like they're like confronting with each other, like Turks. So you went out to Turkey.
Facts. And my name and my real name is Ishmael. So like they'll be like, "Oh, Ismail," like. you like. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I always got love when I was over there.
Yeah. So what was it? How was that being out there? So he was deployed just geographically. He was deployed in a place where it's south and like central, near the border with Syria. That's where he was. So how that's not like Istanbul is like crazy. Did you go to Istanbul?
No, I don't think so.
You didn't go to Istanbul. Did you go to Ankara or where did you travel to any of them?
Yeah, actually, no. I think I've been to a couple of places. We did like couples like events where we seen things, but it's been so like long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I only remember like Incirlik and Gaziantep. I know I went to like a basketball game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I know Gaziantep has a basketball team.
The Turkish like first league.
Turkish basketball league.
How was that? I was gonna actually ask you about because you're a basketball guy. They have one of the better leagues out in Europe, and they have like Fenerbahce is a very strong team. They have a lot of old NBA players that used to play there. They play in the EuroLeague. They won the EuroLeague not that long ago.
Yeah.
Like they're a very good team.
Yeah, they have a couple college players too that they pick up. They was like I was checking the roster. They're like a player from Colorado at the time. Yeah. So
who was your team? Did you have a team or did you like just go to
I just went to that one game.
Okay.
We couldn't like because of all the stuff out there. We we wasn't always outside. There was a point where we was on lockdown for like
really
like 4 to 6 months straight. Like we couldn't go nowhere.
You had to just stay on the base.
Yeah, you had to stay on the base. Everything just yeah, like it was bad. I lost like 20 pounds.
From staying on the base and not going out drinking or anything like that?
Just no. There was no drinking that. It was just because of the food. Like, I was on like 24 on, 24 off, and then I'll do 8-hour days. But the 24 on 8, 24 off isn't 24 on, 24 off. You know, because you have to do changeovers and that stuff goes into your 24 off. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do your 24 hours when you get there. Then you have to do the changeover, which adds into like that's like 2 hours. Okay, that's like an hour. 25. Then you got to do travel to get back to your base. Now you're at 26.
Okay.
Then you got to eat before you go to bed.
Yeah.
That's 27.
Yeah.
Now you got to take a shower before you go to bed. That's 28.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, more like 20, like
it's
20
like,
off.
I feel like it's like
19.
32 because you got to look at it when you get there. You got to be up early. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to do all the other shit.
Get ready and all that bullshit.
For the next day. So you never really had 24 hours off.
Yeah. It was like a half a day off, maybe.
Yeah, it was just like, yo, you sleep for half the day and you sleep like it was rough.
Yeah.
But I only had like you only eat twice a day, so I was just tired. It was hot.
Yep.
Sweating.
Yep.
Feel me? So like I lost like 20 pounds. I was 180. I was getting big when I first came home. I was working out every day.
Yeah.
And then like. They was like, yo, what happened? I was like, yo, I was in the field for real, like.
Yeah, for real.
I was in the field, like. We don't eat.
Yeah. When you came home, like when you would come home and you talk to all your homies, like who from here that were in the armies, and you would tell like stories like this, like what would the fuck would their reaction be?
I mean, I didn't even tell too many stories. They're just like, yo, bro, did you shoot anybody, bro? Like, yo, what's going on over there, bro? Like, what's up?
They thought that you were just sniping down terrorists and shit.
I guess they thought I was like a Navy SEAL or some shit.
Right.
I don't know why everybody thinks that.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, they'll tell me like they wish they would have did like, oh, bro, like, yo, I should have been in the army, bro. Like, ain't nothing going on out here. Like, yo, like you doing something good, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they get to go out to their delis. They get to go out to, like, they can go to the city if they want. They have that freedom. They don't have to stay on the base, you know? I guess it's give and take. So was it, okay, overall, you're looking at the Army experience before we go back to your music for a little bit. Was it, like, what did you take out of it? What was, like, your biggest takeaway? And how, and do you feel like, okay, this was definitely, like, I don't regret this. This was a great choice for me. Like, I'm appreciative of what I saw out there.
I think I got discipline. Like, I'm a very, like, goal-driven, like, tunnel vision, like, with this music shit. Like, I feel like I'm so focused, and I can go through anything because of the Army. Like,
yeah.
Like, they just built, they molded me for that. Do I regret it a little bit? I feel like with music, I always have these woulda, shoulda, coulda kind of mind things. Like if I would have had them 4 years to still be here while I was fresh out of high school, to like keep pushing where I was doing already.
Yeah.
That I could be in a further place. Because I felt like, when I came back, it was almost like starting over.
Yeah. I was definitely
so like
about that.
I kind of always have that, like, I kind of regret it, I kind of don't, you know what I mean, mentality about it. But yeah, besides that, yeah, it was cool. Like, it just, gave me discipline. It gave me it kind of gave me structure and organization and like of how to handle things and handle my business.
That's crazy. So so you came home. Pretty much you come home for permanently?
Yeah.
And has just the landscape of this place just completely changed over the 4 years? Like, I know like you were hearing like little glimpses, but I don't know if did that really like.
Yeah,
it's like you weren't here long enough to kind of take in what was going on, but you get here again, and you were just in fucking Turkey, you were in fucking Korea, you were in the South.
Yeah.
And you come back, and then what's good?
But it is crazy because all right, so I go to high school with all these kids, right? And at the time, I'm like the only few people rapping.
Yeah.
So Mullah's producer, well, my bro too, like a producer for Mikasa. I mean, he was cousins with one of my bro's friends in a rap group. So I knew him already.
Yeah.
So he used to like tell me he's a producer and stuff, and like so we was always in contact.
Yeah.
So while I was in the Army, around the time I was about to get out, during my deployment in Turkey, Kaso starts talking to me about this artist named Mullah, was Shamey at the time, Mullah. So I'm starting to hear like where music is going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard Tef's had a feature, one of my bros, Cali Mac, feel me? He was on a feature, and this was like one of his first songs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to hear like the younger artists start to kind of like come out, and it was just like, wow, like everything is picking up, because this is around the beginning of SoundCloud.
2015, 16, like around
no, like this is when
17.
That's when it gets popular.
Yeah.
But like I was doing it like around 2010 or like when it early, but it was like this when SoundCloud music was popping like everybody in Long Island is starting to make music.
Yeah.
And like the music scene in like Long Island, where I was from in Union at the time, is starting to pick up.
Yeah.
So like when I get back, it's just like everything's different.
Yeah.
Like everybody's older. Like people are probably like, they say the hood doesn't change, but it's different. Like, okay, like this isn't high school no more.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not in college. Okay, like boom, like this is everybody's now on their paths.
Yeah. Okay.
So like it was just like, wow, like everything's different. Like trying to find my way to fit in type of thing.
There was a music scene that was so small when you were there, and now it's like there's just so many more people a part of it, pretty much. Okay, so then when did you? Okay, two questions. One, when did you join Whole Gang Whole Squad? And two, when you got back, what was like the first music you were making? Like what was your mentality then?
I was just making music. Well, first, I was making music with my bro Matt, who was in EBI. We were still friends. So he was doing a lot of production, and like I really don't care what type of music I make. Whatever people give me, and if I like it, if it gives me a vibe, I just, whatever my brain puts to it, that's what we're gonna go with. So he made some beats I thought was crazy, and I made a couple of songs. I made a song like Nobody. I had a feature with Reek the Villain, who was like on BT. That was dope. Shout out to Reek.
That had a video to it, right? Yeah, I saw that.
And then like a couple months after that, a Whole Gang Squad came together. We all technically joined Whole Gang Squad at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, we was all in Mullah's house.
So this is okay. So there was actually a moment where we said, "Fuck it, this is gonna be it." Like everybody in this room, like this is Whole Gang Whole Squad. Like,
that's
or at least like the foundation of it was built there.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
We was all in. We was all in the studio, Mullah's grandma's house, in this studio, and we was all sitting there. I don't know why we was there that day.
Yeah.
It was like, it was all of us. He was like, yo, bro, we should like, feel me, like this is what we need to be doing. Cause I did a show, like a month or some before that,
Mm-hmm.
and they all came and they performed. Like Just performed, Moolah performed,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So like we was starting to like come together, be around each other more.
Mm-hmm.
We had like we all knew somebody, knew each other. We was all kind of close in some form of fashion.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, bro, we all do music, we all dope. You know what I'm saying? Let's unite. You know what I'm saying? Let's show each other love. Let's push, Long Island together, pretty much.
Okay.
And that's what that was.
Right. Okay. So right when they come to, how long has Whole Gang Whole Squad been? When was it established? Like officially established? Was this what year was this?
I want to say 2017.
2017. Okay. So right when that happens, this is after that song with Reek and.
Right.
Does your music change almost like, because it's different now.
Mm-hmm.
It's different now because there is what I told Just is like when I listen to all you guys.
Right.
Nobody's exactly the same, but there is like an umbrella, and everybody's like, everybody's under the one umbrella. Like nobody's. How should I say this? Like, if you guys wanted to make a collab tape, it wouldn't sound like out of like the collab tape you made.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound like oh, this is like something like this is not their sound. Like there is like a Whole Gang Whole Squad like vibe to it. But each one of you contributes something a little different to it.
Yeah. Well, with me, I feel like it's one, the production. I feel like in Whole Gang Squad, we have similar producers.
Yeah.
So like, also when you hang around people, you guys start to share similar like thoughts and so like hearing the same production, the same style, being around each other, the same similar energies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying like it becomes easy. Like we know what we're doing with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as like Colossal's growing, as Patience growing, we're kind of growing with them, and we're kind of developing, working on this sound.
Yeah.
Like even subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? Like as everything's going, it's just happening, even when we don't know it. But I feel like I have some songs that sound off that sound. It's just when we're together, at least for me, when we're together, it's just like it's a certain vibe. Like I can't, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we come together, like there's a certain energy that you're gonna feel whenever we're on the tape. Even if it's like on a Temporary Wave EP, like the whole thing is produced by Moolah.
Okay, he's on every. Okay.
Yeah, so, and that's why it still has that vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah,
you know
it makes sense.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, even though he's not rapping, it's almost like he's there. It's still like a collab. It's still the collaboration of energy, thought, and vibe.
Right.
And that's what the Whole Gang Whole Squad is. It's
Right.
all of us. It's everything that we've done separately together.
Yeah. Because the EP definitely doesn't sound exactly the same as the collab tape that you guys did, but I mean it makes sense now that Moolah was the producer on it. I gotta say, like to everybody listening to this, like they are one of the better groups to listen to. If you took your music, you took Justice's music, took Moolah's music. If you took Casey Chang, took his music, Tef, you put them like all in a playlist. You put them back to back to back, and you can shuffle it all up. Like there is like a certain vibe that you're gonna create like instantly. And it's good. Like it's really fucking fun. It's a fun vibe to be a part of. Like this is not something you're gonna be fucking crying over. Don't cry and listen to Whole Gang Whole Squad music. But if you're gonna be going out, like it's great for pre-gaming. It could be great for like at the party, like out of the party, everything. You could vibe to it, or you could go crazy to it.
That's
you know.
fact.
So what's your favorite? All right. So what is your favorite? What's your favorite song that you had this post deployment? So you're back here. Favorite song. Your favorite collab with somebody in the group, and then your favorite song of somebody else in the group.
Okay.
So let's start with what is your favorite Turbeazy song?
My favorite Turbeazy song, I would have to say Lonely.
Lonely.
Yeah. I think because that's one of the a lot. Feeling You.
Feeling You.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on like a tape I have on SoundCloud. I had a re-release. It's called Starlight, and it's like the first song I was singing with auto-tune.
Okay.
And it came out fire,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh shit, I can sing. And that was dope as hell.
Yeah.
Cause I thought it was trash. I was in there. I was like, yo, like this is trash. Like, I'm gonna sound stupid. Shout out to Scrap to God. Feel me? Because it was at his studio.
Yeah.
And when I heard it after, and I was like, oh shit, this is wavy. And I was like, yo, that just gave me the confidence to start trying new things.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for that session and that song,
yeah,
there'll be a lot of songs I would have never had the confidence to experiment.
Okay, so it was pretty much like you did it, and now it's guided you to like more, like it's opened you up more. If it wasn't for that one time, like a lot of stuff wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite collab song? It could be a producer collab, or it could be just like you're on a song with somebody.
I think The Wave.
The Wave is so sick, dude.
Just because
it's so sick song.
Yo, Moolah produced that beat in like 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, and it was because I was in Atlanta. Like, it just means so much to me. Like, all right, so like we was in Atlanta. It was like my last day. I needed an intro to my album.
Yep.
To the EP. It was his girlfriend's. Shout out to Mo. It was her birthday. So we was about to go out to eat.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I was like, yo, bro, I've been here for like a day and a half. I was sick. When I got down there, I had a stomach virus.
Shit.
So I couldn't do shit. I was in the bed all day.
Yeah.
Feel me? Mo had to feed me. Like, I only ate like one meal a day.
Yeah.
Like,
bland stuff.
That I was like, I had like water coming out my butt. Like, it was trash.
Dude,
like, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
Yeah.
So he makes the beat right before we go eat.
Yeah.
And I'm just in the bed like, holy shit. Like I didn't even hear him really make the beat like that.
Yeah.
So he sends it to me. I'm like, holy shit. So like,
yeah.
So like, I'm just, oh, this is the way. I'm just like, this shit was like, hey. So I'm in the back seat. I'm just like, right. I'm like, so here I'm just going crazy. By the time we get to the place to eat,
yeah,
already wrote the whole thing. 2 verses, hook, everything's done. It might have been like 15 minutes to get there. Like, I wrote the whole song on the way there.
Shit. So this thing was just naturally coming to you like crazy.
Like, I write, but I don't write. Like, it's just whatever comes out. If I hear a beat, like, it's like
you're freestyling in text.
Yeah.
Almost. Okay. Yeah.
So, we get in there, we eat whatever. Like, most family come, is me and Moolah, we're all eating together. We try to go back to leave. They put a boot on the car.
Damn.
Yeah. So we had to pay to get the boot off. So mad shit is going down. We get back, like, yo, we gotta record it. Boom. Like, I think I knocked that shit out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It probably took me like 2 takes to get the verse, but I was just boom, da da,
yeah,
fire, boom, like, wow. Recorded it. I'm ready to leave the next day.
Yeah.
It snows, and this is like November. It was like a snowstorm.
It snows in Atlanta, and whenever it's like 1 inch of snow. Oh, here.
It snowed here.
Oh,
so
okay,
I couldn't leave.
Got it.
So I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
So I couldn't leave for 2 days. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I was like, yo, bro, like, I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna shoot a video for this.
So the Wave video was shot in Atlanta.
Yeah, right. The day after I made the song.
Really?
So I got.
Wow. So everything was done on that like right away. Like you knew, like when you made that song, like the direction was already like put out there.
I was like, yo, this is exactly what I said. Yo, bro, I said I have a Range Rover in the song. Yeah. I gotta get a Range Rover. Yeah. And I gotta find somebody to shoot the video. I went on hashtag Atlanta directors.
Yep.
I found that dude, called him, got a price, and and then we set it up, and I was there like the next day.
Yep.
Like we shot the video.
Dude,
immediately.
That's so sick. It's a great video.
Yeah, the dude's awesome.
So then your favorite Whole Gang Whole Squad outside of you, which song do you play the most? You find yourself playing?
Right now, I've been playing Moolah Man Through the Night. I've been playing that a lot. But I think Just the Loyal Monster. Just the Loyal Monster. That was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. Yeah, just got a lot of bobs. Just got a lot of like.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I'm so excited. The fact he's producing now. Yeah. Like I know it's gonna take like some time for him to like get where he wants to be with it. But when he does, he's gonna be like his artist. Like as an artist, he's gonna be so good. He's gonna be so good. Like.
Now they're in the studio right now. He just produced some shit. I'm about to go back after this and I hop on the song. Yeah. Tef and Justin in the studio right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Shit, bro.
I was just with them before I was here. And I'm about to go back.
Damn, bro.
Be working.
That's work shit though. Like you
It's a
get
fact.
there, then you come here, you do your press run, you go back.
Yeah.
Bro, no days off, no sleep, no shit like that. Yo, anyways, all right, we gotta wrap this shit up, but you wanna shout anything out, my man? Like what do you wanna shout out?
Well, I wanna shout out Making It magazine for selecting me to go to South by Southwest. I appreciate
cool, man.
that.
It's a great opportunity.
I just wanted to tell them I appreciate it. Shout out to MB Veli for putting me on the show. Shout out to Holy on Squad, Lord Caso. All the producers, shout out to you, man. Shout out to
Thank you, man.
Bring me here. Shout out to the cameraman.
Yeah, shout out everybody behind the camera, bro. Alex, Willie, George, and John. Shout out everybody. And where can they find you? How they find you?
At Turbeazy, Turbeazy. On everything on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tidal, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, whatever you need, I'm on there.
Everything will be down below for him, and I thank you for coming out here tonight. It was a good talk, bro. I learned a lot out of this. This was one of my favorites because I learned a lot of shit. Like this was great storytelling. You got a great story, man. I wish you all the best, my dude.
Appreciate that.
Yo, everybody, just all my links will be down below for Spinner Tracks, for Cobra Collective, for fucking these guys behind the cam, for Ham. Just subscribe to the channel, man. We got some really cool shit coming on. I got some cool podcasts that are scheduled for the next couple of episodes. So stay tuned. This is my 40th episode, so you got a nice round number. I think.
Hey.
Oh no, Tef wasn't 30. I thought he was 30. He's not 30, but regardless. All right, so we're 40 episodes in, and we got big things coming. Did you watch wrestling? Ever? Yeah, MVP. What he would say? Big things popping, little things stopping, or some shit like that. Ballin'. See you guys later, bro.
Took a trip to the trap, put the fam on my back, tryna take they food, be reliving your past. It be all in the flash, like a meteor crash, and you get hit, I don't miss. You get hit, turn, I don't miss. I'm like, word, I don't miss, been through a lot of shit, crashed my mama whip, crashed my granny whip, I got too much drive, I need just supplies, we been running dry, we gotta survive.